Hey, it's the beer video, and uh I don't mean to brag, and I'm not even bragging. I'm bragging for you, Helen. I just want to point out that the beer video has hated Mortician before hating Mortician was cool.
True.
Helen,
Yeah. So, um, my friend recently shared with me a bunch of posts on social media about, Will Romer's behavior towards women. If you know anything about what he's about as a person, this is not surprising. But yeah, I don't enjoy this. I don't enjoy telling people like Will Romer, like, he's not just like kind of a harmlessly shitty little goober. He's assaulted people.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like
including women.
I think a lot of people who are like into that band for some fucking reason, like they think like, oh yeah, he just talks a lot of shit. And like, no, he's a genuinely terrible human being.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, I think maybe you need to kind of get over your enjoyment of the gimmick meme band. Like, it's not just, I don't know, find like some other gimmick band to enjoy.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know about that band that has a parrot singing for him. As far as I know, none of those guys have sexually assaulted anyone.
Not that I know of. Yeah, I haven't. I have no reason to believe that. I haven't heard anything like that. But
Yeah.
uh,
Well, anyway, yeah, like that band sucks. Like it's fine if you want to enjoy art made by shitty people, but like the thing that bothers me more about Mortician versus say Burzum is like I think everyone who listens to Burzum now who isn't like as insane as Varg is like, okay, yeah, like the guy sucks, but he made some good music.
yeah,
Like, whatever, your priorities are your priorities, I suppose. But at least like Burzum fans generally are a little more honest about it. And like with Mortician, it's like, oh yeah, Will Romer just like talks shit funny in public. And it's like, no, like he's like a huge racist, like consistently shitty behavior towards women. It's like kind of worse than what you're letting on. And either you genuinely don't know about it, like because you learned about this band from memes and you're 22.
yeah.
Uh yeah, fuck them kids. Sorry. Or like you do know about this and yet whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. It's I've said this a million times because anytime somebody finds out like an actor or a comedian or somebody that they like is a shitty person or like, oh, it sucks, I can't watch their show anymore. I always come back with, I listen to black metal. Do you know how many bands I've had to expunge from my collection, records I've had to get rid of? I shouldn't say had to, chose to get rid of just because I don't want that shit in here because there are enough really good death metal bands, way better than Mortician, that you can go and listen to.
Oh,
And
whoa.
what
No,
the
don't
fuck
put
is
the phone.
happening?
Okay, I have this kind of tipped on my assemblage of junk,
Yeah.
which is like my little jewelry workshop. Okay, I think I've got a more stable setup now, hopefully. So my friend Jessie actually, she was the one that shared the screenshots with me that I reposted that you saw.
Mhm.
She kind of has known these guys sorry, that was not words, peripherally for decades. And she was talking about how like Will Romer punched a friend of hers in the face. She saw it and um she lived upstairs in the venue where they were playing, I think. Um and she kicked Mortician out of the venue and Will threatened to kill her because of course he did. And she's like, whatever, you're not gonna do that. And she like had a few of their records and CDs and she went upstairs. She lived upstairs from the venue and like she smashed all of that stuff and threw it on the street. And she's like, yeah, I did that so they'd be forced to walk over their own destroyed merch on the way back to their
Yeah. Yeah.
that was That was some king shit right there.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. Yeah, just do it right in front of them. Smash their shit. I know they won't care because you've already bought it, but that's not the point. The point is the symbolism. And like you said, I
Yeah,
think
and
walk
like
over it.
knowing anything about Will Rauner, like he almost that almost definitely bothered him at least a little bit. So
Good. Yeah, that would be wonderful if it did. I'd be
yeah.
I could I don't know, sleep a little better at night. I am having a hard time with this shirt, sorry. I put it on, like you ever put a shirt on and like for some reason it's just not fitting your body the way it should?
Yeah, my Zoth shirt was like that. It was a long sleeve and like I think the sleeves were sized for a child and the body of the shirt was sized for an adult man. That's why I cut the sleeves off, so now it's just kind of big on me.
Yeah. No, it's fine. Like the shirt fits fine. I've worn it before. It's just for some reason it's not sitting on me correctly today. I don't know. It's me. I'm just in a weird position or something like that. I don't know. The other
Maybe
great news. Oh,
maybe your vestigial twin is starting to burst out of your stomach. You have one of those, right?
yeah. So everybody does. Yeah, of course. Yeah. It'd be weird if I
Right.
didn't. Um, the other really good news that happened this week is Dick Cheney finally died, and
Oh yeah. And I think the same day Zoran Mamdani was elected,
same day.
did
Yeah.
the fucking Natu Natu dance all over Andrew Cuomo.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Uh, I was discussing this with Brian previously. So I would, and this isn't just because he is of Indian descent. He genuinely looks like I'm gonna say this wrong. Ram Charan, who's one of the lead actors in RRR, which, by the way, if you have not seen it, please go see it. It's an incredible piece of action cinema. Okay, the director may be a little like right-wing Hindutva sympathizing, but you know, whatever. One of my other favorite action movies is Conan the Barbarian, which was directed by John Milius, who is also a right-wing psychopath. So
Yeah.
sometimes they do make good art, unfortunately.
Not anymore. They
Uh,
did it one time.
yeah.
Not anymore.
Well, RRR is pretty recent, but you know, like I guess if we're talking American right-wing
That's
psychopaths,
yeah,
like
sorry,
yeah,
American. Yeah.
yeah, they haven't had a hit in a while.
Right.
I don't know. Japanese and Indian right-wing psychopaths have made some decent art recently, though. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
I will say, like, maybe find a way to consume it that does not necessarily give any money to these people.
Pirated.
Not say that. Yeah, we do not condone that kind of thing. But if you just so happened to find a pirated copy,
If you stumble into one,
yeah,
you know, nothing you've actively gone out and looked for, but if you just come across it, it ends up in your email somehow. Yeah.
sure would
Cool.
be. But you know,
Yeah.
anyway, so,
Yeah.
Dick Cheney died Tuesday, right?
Yeah, same day. It was the same day. Yeah. Because did you see somebody asked Mamdani at one of his appearances that day, when he found out that Dick Cheney died, and he was like, "Oh, when did that happen?" And he just like went back to whatever the fuck he was doing because no one cares. No one cares. That's the one thing that's funny about like
Uh, yeah,
with
I mean,
the
it is unfortunate that like you basically got everything you wanted, but like whatever, I'm still gonna have a good time. Like,
yeah, yeah. I mean, he was half machine when he died anyway. Um,
yeah,
and what's
I,
hilarious is the only people that were lionizing, well, actually, nobody lionized him, really. The only people that were even posting anything about him was the fucking Democrats, like Clinton
yeah,
and Obama, like
I'm
just these pieces
okay.
of shit. Don't talk about them.
I'm I try to be realistic about these things, you know, like obviously I know like no elected official is going to post like what a piece of shit, glad he's dead, because
I bet
like
you one would.
I mean I imagine many of them would think that privately, but like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
for a variety of reasons, you cannot say that shit publicly on social media if you are in elected office. And
yeah,
like it sucks, but that's how it is. Like even Mom Donnie was just like, eh,
yeah,
that's unfortunate.
yeah,
But yeah, like the whole scrabbling after a Republican Party that never truly existed, that was starting to turn like take a turn for the worse with like Dick Cheney.
Yeah.
I like it's fine to say nothing. It is
Yeah.
fine.
Yep. Yep.
I
Uh-huh.
guarantee his family is going to be okay without you being like, oh, he was such a nice guy when he
Yeah. If there's a hell, he's there. I mean, so you don't have to say things about him. If there is eternal damnation, he's not in a great place right now. But he's not here, and so that's the thing that matters the most. He's gone from the planet. Um, Fuck
yeah.
him.
So in addition to Mamdani's election on Tuesday, boy, Republicans did straight up not have a good time in any races, really.
Yeah, they got skull fucked, and they're not reacting well to it. Like they're
Uh,
like, oh, it's
my
all blue states.
my cousin Stephen, who lives in Virginia, Richmond, Virginia,
Mm.
I like they Democrats now have like I think they swung 13
Yeah,
seats in the House of Delegates.
yeah.
He's like, damn, dude, like good for you guys. And he's like, yeah, all the MAGA chuds are calling it like a conspiracy, saying like, yeah,
So tired of
blah
it.
blah blah. I was like, well, Northern Virginia, especially, like that's a lot of government employees who have been fucked out of what, like two paychecks now due to the shutdown, which is entirely the fault of Republicans. Like,
Yeah. Although breaking
it's
news, the Democrats are about to fold on that.
I didn't read the details, but like, Jesus.
Yeah, like
I do Klobuchar's like I'm gonna call her tomorrow, but she's still gonna do it, I bet. And
yeah, they'll fucking fold. I mean, they're.
the wrong senator from Minnesota is retiring. Smith is fine. She's actually like she's had a couple questionable votes, but mostly has like been pretty solid. And Klobuchar is just
Yeah, yeah. It's Klobuchar. We know.
the clown.
Her.
I really, her reputation as like a terrible employer. I want her to bring some of that energy to like to the Senate. Like
Yeah.
her salad is so no, no. She made someone eat a salad with a comb or eat a salad with a comb. I don't remember. She did some psycho shit with the salad. She's throwing staplers at people's heads. Like, why are you not doing that to Ted Cruz?
Yeah. Do it on the floor. People would. I you want to
I
get people
certainly
back on
think
your
her a lot more
side.
likable.
Yeah. The one race that went well in Pennsylvania was there were three, so state Supreme Court justices do not have lifetime appointments. Um, so the three Democrats were up for a vote, and it's a yes or no vote. Should they maintain their seat? That's all the vote is. And the three Democrats won handily. So there's a 5-2 advantage Democrats in the state Supreme Court. So that was a big win. That was the vote, at least in Pennsylvania, that I was the most nervous about. And I think a lot of people were the most nervous about. But again, Pennsylvania, not a blue state. It's a swing state, and it went Trump, obviously, in 2000 or in 2024, and is not, there were like Bucks
I think it did
County.
in I think it did in 2016 as well.
I think it did as well. Yeah, it did. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He carried PA in 2016. But even like Bucks County in Pennsylvania, which is like red, went blue, which was wild, So, yeah, I mean the cracks are showing. And the thing I think too is like even if the Democrats do concede this and help open the government back up, I think people are smart enough now, and I think the Mamdani vote shows that
Yeah.
they're not gonna it's not gonna hurt a progressive candidate who tries to run. It's gonna hurt Schumer, it's gonna hurt those people, it's gonna hurt the legacy people. But I think if they get challengers, I think we see from New York, it doesn't matter how much money you pour into something. Um, I think that's like the thing with Bernie Sanders. I think Bernie came, 12 years too early trying to run for president or 10 years. Whereas maybe now it would be different because I don't think the money is going to be as big of a factor as it was before. Because if people have decided they like a candidate, they're going to go for it. So,
Uh,
um,
I saw some the usual nattering like, oh, Mamdani doesn't mean anything because like it's in New York, famously Democratic New York. And it's like,
hey,
do you
God,
know how many people
yeah,
live in New York City? Like,
yeah.
New York City's bigger than some states.
Yeah. And it was like the largest mayoral vote outcome. I don't remember the year, but in some time. And I mean, he didn't squeak by. Like he destroyed Cuomo. Destroyed him.
Yeah, did the fucking Nachi Nachi dance on him.
Yeah. So there you go. I think things are, I mean, I'm not saying like, hey, the midterms are a lock or anything, but I think this was a good sign that people are paying attention a little bit more outside of what the establishment, meaning like the Democratic establishment's trying to push. And if people don't want it, they're not going to take it.
That's right.
So, God damn it, Helen, which one of us went first this week?
You go first this week.
Okay. All right. So I have another one from Rusty Rail.
And hold on 1 second. I just have to shut this door.
Okay. I'm gonna wait until Helen gets back. Not that this beer is super exciting,
This had
but
to, this is the small room.
yeah. So I have another one from Rusty Rail, and this is I had a similar one of these beers before, but this is a different flavor. So it's blue raspberry lemonade Swedish fish inspired sour.
Come on.
So there you go. I had the one that was like that had the red Swedish fish on it before. So this is a new flavor. I'm excited about it. It's 6% alcohol by volume, ale with gummy candy, raspberry, lemon, and natural flavors.
Okay, you
So
have me a fan of candy sours, but I remain open.
I bought it just because I like Swedish fish a lot, and so I got excited, and I like
Yeah.
the other one. And we're drinking out of an Oscar glass because she's the greatest.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, here we go. Ooh, well, that didn't open as easily as I hoped. Okay, here we go. There's gonna be a lot ahead, I think. Oh, actually, not that much. So there we go. It's pretty dark. Oh, I'm sorry, not dark. It's not dark. It's opaque. So not much of a scent. Well, if that isn't right on the money. Very,
Yeah.
very lemony.
Okay.
Um, but just enough raspberry in there. The raspberry would definitely be the secondary flavor here. Yeah, it's nice. It's a sour, but um it's not like squeezing lemon juice into your mouth. It's sour enough. But again, some of that undercut by the sweetness from the raspberry. But this would be a better summer beer. I mean, it's outside right now. It's 40 some degrees and it's raining. Not the greatest what not the
I'm gonna give
greatest.
you a weather update and you're gonna feel like a fool for bitching.
How much snow you getting?
Not much, just a dusting right now, but
I
still.
mean, I know Chicago's supposed to get like 15 inches.
Oh, wait, seriously? Okay,
Yeah.
well, now I feel silly for complaining.
It's supposed to snow here overnight, but like a dusting. It's like not supposed to be much. Um, but this is really nice. It's a nice the again, not too sour, enough sweetness to kind of, remove some of the acidity from that. Yeah, it's again like I don't have a whole lot to say about it because it's pretty simplistic. Definitely get the lemonade profile. That's definitely up front, and then the raspberry is sort of a secondary flavor, just hard enough, and tastes real nice going down. Yeah, yeah, it's a good one. Rusty Rail's pretty. I mean, I don't think I've had any bad Rusty Rail beers. They do a nice job. So yeah,
I'll trust that one. I generally don't like sours that are meant to taste like other things.
yeah, and it's the good thing about it is like the flavoring doesn't taste artificial, so it doesn't have like a candy type of taste to it, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I like it. It tastes natural enough. I know there's some artificial flavoring in it, but that's not really in the forefront. So Yeah, pretty good beer. This would be nice over the summer, and it's 6%. Like you can down this thing and drive a car. No, don't.
We have some very different definitions of like what percent of what beer is, I think.
I could drink a 6% beer and go to work. Like, I don't know.
I could not.
I could. Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could, but I'd be probably a little more blunt with clients than I should be. Okay, well, quick shirt show off. This is patriarchy. I think it's a fun little who's on first situation when I talk about how much I love this band. Uh, I think I've worn this shirt before and I have explained this, so I will not bore everyone. But anyway, this band's really good if you like kind of um like kind of dark synth music kind of stuff. Um
Yeah.
yeah, really good. If you're into Carpenter Brute shit like that, I would recommend it.
I still have to check them out. I still haven't done it. I'm gonna make a point to do it now that you've worn the shirt again. So, I'm wearing a Lust Hag shirt. So that's the Lust Hag logo. There is a back to it, but I don't feel like turning around.
That is a
Lust Hag,
classic confusing metal logo. I
exactly.
I bought her album forever ago and I haven't given it the close listening it deserves yet. So maybe I'll
Yeah.
do that tomorrow.
Her new one is, or her most recent one is fantastic, and she's a one woman black metal project from Montana of all places. I can't imagine they're terribly nice to trans people there, but who knows?
I think the combination of being trans in Montana and the miserable weather that happens there, like that really provides quite a bit of fuel.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's funny. The joke I always see about black metal is like, how can they be like so miserable when Norway is like one of the happiest places to live? And I
Doesn't
guess
make, yeah, it makes no sense to me. I mean, I get the whole thing about like, Christianity strong arming its way across your country, but like you didn't experience, I mean, it was already established when you were born. It wasn't like you were fighting against the, Christian armies blasting across your country, but I support the idea.
for me, is a little more mundane for like how metal subgenres get started in Scandinavia. Is like there's a much lower barrier to entry for kids that want to play music.
Yeah.
Like if you read interviews with like metal bands from Sweden, they're like, yeah, we got started going to the community center and picking up like the instruments that were available. And I
Yeah.
think with like who was it? The guys from Enslaved. They said they were talking to members of Vader, like those guys were like, you got a community center? Like, we literally had to build our guitars out of scrap wood because there wasn't shit in Poland.
Jesus Christ. That's By the way, speaking of Norway, our mutual friend Jason Head is in Norway. He just
Oh,
went
yeah,
for the
yeah.
weekend.
Where is he going?
I,
Oh,
uh,
he's in Trondheim. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, it's for a band that I think's doing a farewell, and I don't remember the band off the top of my head.
Thank. Yeah, I'm not super familiar. I listened to them on Fenriz's show a couple times. Very,
Mhm.
you
Yeah,
know, him he gets to go there. I wish I could have been back there for my 41st, maybe for my 42nd. We'll see.
maybe. Yeah, it's there. It's always there
Yes, for now.
for now.
It's one of those things like, God, I need to go there. I need to speak more Norwegian. I need to learn how to bullshit the immigration laws. Like right now, they're a little stringent. My
Yeah,
whose mom is from Norway has talked about how like there's apparently government talks to relax them a little bit,
yeah.
and I'm just like, um, yeah,
Rescue us.
that's just needed vända med mina.
I have no idea what you just said, but that's okay.
All right, so I got one from Barrell Theory, and I picked this up because they black Hefeweizen. I know,
Oh,
and I love Hefeweizens and I love dark beer, so I'm excited.
yeah,
Kind of a nice abstract art can, looks a bit like fish scales.
Kind of does. Yeah, I was gonna say Easter eggs, but I think that's just because it's pastel.
Yeah. They have these nice abstract kins. At time, there's not really much here about. I'm just gently tipping it back and forth in case there's some sludge at the bottom.
Sure, yeah.
Uh, Not
It's
much here about that beer style, so I don't know if this is one they personally invented or if this is just kind of like it's the first time I have ever seen it,
I've never
including
seen one
like
myself. Yeah.
yeah, and I buy Hefeweizens from Germany like semi-frequently, so
Yeah.
I'm excited about this.
Sure is dark.
Yeah, it's in the Pupper's glass, as you can maybe tell. It's slowly filling up here. Find that logo contrast best with dark beers. So it's 5.5% alcohol, which I think is pretty standard for a Hefeweizen.
Yeah.
So what I'm hoping for is this is just a Hefeweizen with a ton of malt, which I would like. That's what it smells like. That is indeed just a Hefeweizen with a ton of malt. I really like this.
Nice. It's funny. I don't think either one of, well, no, that's not true. I was gonna say neither one of us have ever had a beer on the beer video where we just were like, we took one sip and almost threw up, but that's not true. I did. Uh,
Was it that, you had that pickle beer,
that's
right?
what it was. It was the pickle beer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Worst
Uh,
mistake of my life.
I hated that Iron Maiden beer. When I was
Oh yeah.
prison. I couldn't finish that one.
Yeah. I mean, they were
There's the,
not.
there's the prairie one that tastes like airline peanuts.
That's right. But nothing like, yeah, but I mean, that's what I was saying. Whenever you started drinking that, I was thinking like, oh, wouldn't it be so weird if like a dark Hefeweizen ended up just being awful, but it's apparently it's not. You enjoyed yourself.
Sauron just literally came out of the closet.
Oh, it's okay. We support that here on the beer video.
Right, buddy?
We support coming out of the closet and we support shitting on Mortician.
That's right. Give me 1 second here. I will leave.
Mhm. Yeah, no. We're gonna bring the boy into the picture, and we're gonna get Sauron's take on Mortician here in a second. Sauron, what is your take on the Mortician situation? You're a well-educated boy.
What do you think, buddy?
Like you saw so how calm he is. Like I couldn't pick either of my cats up. Maybe Andy for like a second, but he wouldn't let me do that. He would he would run. Well, cat Poppy would. But yeah, if I picked up Daisy, she'd freak out. You could pick up Andy and kind of like carry. I carried him from the bedroom into the kitchen because I was trying to keep Brody away from him. But that's about it. How about it, Sauron? Sauron,
He's
how much
talking to
snow are
you.
you getting?
Come on, handsome man.
I so I bought so okay, long story. I was trying to buy it was Russia's 50th anniversary last year, which was also my 50th anniversary. So Rush had these 50th anniversary shirts on their website, but you know what it's like trying to buy from a Canadian shop. I mean, there's tariffs and the shipping is insane.
Okay, I have to tell you how my chainmail supplier gets around this. So I buy from the Ring Lord. Um,
The Ring Lord.
yes, very funny name.
That's good.
Yeah, so they manufacture all their shit in Canada. It's a Canadian-based company.
Okay.
Um, so what they do is they hire a courier to take my order to the post office, um, like in a town like right over the border. And then
Oh. Maybe you shouldn't tell that on on air in case somebody sees this and is like, "Oh, we're gonna get those fuckers."
I think it's on the level.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like when I look it up, it's like, you know, I think this is kind of common practice for Canadian companies that are located like close to the border, but like
Sure. Yeah.
not on it.
Yeah. But Rush isn't doing that. Like they're not gonna drive across the border to ship from America. So trying to get a shirt was really expensive. And I was like, this is insane. I don't want to spend this much money. So I just did like a search for like Rush 50th anniversary shirts. Funny enough, Hot Topic had one.
Really?
Yeah. And it was the same design that I wanted from the Rush website. It has the fly by night owl on it and whatever. So I was like, shit, I'll just buy it here because it'll be half the price. But they were doing this is such a long setup for them, I'm trying to tell you. So anyway, they had buy one, get one 50% off. So they had, as another shirt that surprised me, they had on their website, they had a Flotsam and Jetsam, No Place for Disgrace shirt. And I was like, well, fuck, I'll buy that too. Because then I'll get one for being 50% off. So I get that, I get the shirt comes in the mail. So I'm wearing my shirt, my Flotsam and Jetsam shirt. And I was like, fuck, I haven't listened to this record in so long. And I know that Doomsday for the Deceiver is very well thought of. I think lyrically that record's dog shit. The music's good. Hi, Sauron, buddy. You got some whiskers,
Or what
man.
does that be?
So I put that record on. I put on No Place for Disgrace. That album's much better. Much better. So I'm kind of on a thrash metal resurgence now. Listening to a lot of 80s stuff. I made a mix on God, I can't pronounce this app because I got rid of Spotify.
Oh yeah.
Quobuz, Qobuz is what
Oh
I'm.
yeah. I think that's the one my friend Otto uses. And he's like a record label guy. So
It's really good. I really like it a lot. I was able to transfer all of my playlists over from Spotify. And so I didn't have to like start from scratch. It was great. But I started putting together it started as an 80s thrash playlist, but then I'm like, I want to put Halloween on here. So I was like, it'll be thrash and power metal. And then I put on like King Diamond. I was like, all right, it's just whatever. It's just whatever from that era. Not death metal, not black metal. So I've been listening to a lot of thrash. And I went to the attic yesterday and I bought the Flotsam and Jetsam record because they had it. And I bought DRI's Four of a Kind because I didn't have that yet on vinyl. We're on a thrash resurgence here.
oh yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. They don't make good thrash anymore. Well, they don't make as much good thrash as they used to. Um,
I'm gonna say, I think that's a lie.
yeah, I mean, there's some good. It's just not. It's not. It's definitely not a dominant subgenre anymore. I think thrash is kind of, you know,
I guess it was called Pizza Thrash Revival
yeah,
in the mid 2000s, I want to say.
mhm, yeah.
I
So
was
that was okay. Yeah,
mostly fine with that.
yeah.
Municipal Waste is really good.
Who?
Municipal Waste is
Oh,
really
Municipal
good.
Waste. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I like them. Um, there was another one too. Fuck. My brain's not working now. Not I mean, it was kind of like in the same league as Municipal Waste.
Um,
Oh, Noisem. But then Noisem like went and got kind of like they kind of got away from thrash a little bit. So like their first two records were more like thrash albums, and then they sort of went a different direction. But I just realized we're running out of time. Holy shit. These beer videos go fast. They go fast whenever we have things to make fun of. Um,
yeah, or we're gloating about the failures of our enemies, I suppose.
yeah, no, I will always do that. I will always celebrate the failures of our enemies. Um, All right, well, it's been the beer video. We saw Sauron, so that's always a plus.
You hear that?
Had some beers and was trying to think what's a good what's a good note to end on.
Oh, new Pupil Slicer album came out this past Friday. It's very good. You should listen to it. And
I
then,
can't get into them. I think I don't know. And it's not that I don't have anything like I think what they do incredibly well. I just for some reason it will not sink in. I don't know why. I'll listen to the new one. I'll give it a shot. I think it's a little too glitchy and like maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm old. That could be it. I could just be old.
oh, it's the children. It's the children that are wrong.
It's the children. Yeah. These kids will learn. Um, I already met, yeah, I mentioned the Yellow Eyes album last week, I think, because that's out. Um, I think what else? What else is out? What else? Okay, so Pupil Slicer's one. I'm trying to pull up my, yeah, whatever. I'm trying to pull up the list. I do a website where I write reviews, and I can't remember what the fuck I posted on my website this past week. Um, there's a band. Okay, here's one. This isn't out yet. There's a band called Weft, W-E-F-T. You will be interested in this. They're on Bindrune.
Oh,
Charlie
oh yeah.
Anderson, who's the guy who does strings for Panopticon, it's his
Yes.
new band.
Oh,
And it is black metal. I wasn't sure what it was going to be because when I get a promo in the like in my email, I don't read the bio before I listen to the music because I don't want like ideas. I don't want to have anything in my head before I hear the album for the first time. I just want to go in fresh. So the first track is just an instrumental and there's a lot of strings. And I'm thinking, listening to this, like, oh, okay, this could be kind of like a rustic Godspeed You Emperor type of thing, maybe. Like maybe
sure.
that's what it's gonna be. No, that's just the first track. The rest of it's black metal, but his string work is so I can't even describe it. Like it's even different than like what he does with Panopticon. But excellent.
What
It's
does he
really
play
good.
exactly?
Was that?
What does he play? Like violin, cello?
Violin. He does everything. Like he
Oh,
every instrument and then Austin does drums, of course. Um
I think Austin posted about this album a few times, and I kept meaning to check it out and then haven't gotten around to it. But
yeah, I think it's out the 21st. Um, I think. Yeah, it is out the 21st because I have the review running this week. Um, but anyway, go check out Weft, go check out Pupil Slicer. Those two bands could not be any more different. So if you're looking for variety, you're gonna get it.
I'm gonna throw you a curveball here and say if you like punk rock at all, there's a new Homefront album
Oh, okay.
out this coming Friday. I have been waiting for this. The singles have been really good. So yeah, that's like a punk with synth elements, I guess. They're Canadian. I think I've worn their shirt on
You
here a
have.
few
Yep.
times.
Well, I'll check that
Um,
out as well because that's I've been meaning to check them out and I haven't had a chance to do it. So I have some work to do this week.
yeah, the chorus for one of their newer singles, which I really loved, is "You're born alone, you die alone, but you don't have to live alone," which kind of like the perfect combination of optimism and despair, like that I really love.
Yeah. It's as good a it's as good a sentiment to end the beer video on as anything,
Right.
other than Dick Cheney being dead. Um,
Yeah, rest in piss.
rest in peace. See you
Oh
next week.
yeah.